Hey folks, welcome back to the Vegas Dawn channel. We're here on Fremont Street at the Fremont Street Experience in downtown Las Vegas on a Saturday night, bringing you the sights and people watching splendor that is Fremont Street. Almost an adjective in and of itself. I'm out here Fremonting. So we take a look here at Straight Out of Vegas. This is Joe here. I didn't want to bother the people behind him on camera, but Joe's a really nice guy. If you haven't followed him already, check him out. It's Straight Out of Vegas. Really cool guy. He does a lot of live streams from right there at that location, pointed at the 3rd Street stage right here off to the right, where a lot of the local bands will come down here and perform. And so a lot of the local bands are very well beloved. There's a lot of people, locals especially, who follow them. And so Joe likes to bring you those to the comfort of your home or mobile device so that you can watch them whenever you're not in Vegas or you're preparing to come to Vegas. Because I know a lot of people think about coming to Vegas quite a lot. See the escalator over here off to the right? In the game over here off to the left, that's the new arcade. But the escalator over here on the right for the D, it only goes upstairs. So be warned, if you take it upstairs, it's actually a great people watching spot up there at the top of the escalator. But you have to go through the entire casino in order to get back downstairs here to the ground floor. So it's kind of a tricky thing that they do there. So just be forewarned. Also be forewarned with the showgirls down here. They'll tell you a photo is free. It's not. It's never free. There's no such thing as a free lunch. And nowhere is that aphorism more apt than here in Las Vegas. Nobody does something for nothing. This is Tony right here. He is one of the Michael Jackson performers down here on Fremont Street. Really nice guy. If you ever see him down here, come up and say hi. So the showgirls, you want to clear it with them first. How much is it to take a photo with you? And ask them up front. You want to get the price out of the way and agreed upon, because they'll tell you it's free. It's not free. You'll get up there and you'll take a photo, and then after the fact they'll tell you it's $20 per picture per girl, and or more. I've heard stories about $50 per girl, and even one couple told me they were asking for $100 per girl for a photo, which is just insane. I would never pay that. You see security there. Looks like they're checking out the circles to make sure that the right person is supposed to be there. So I've learned that a lot of these circles down here, as Tony gets into his show here, I've learned a lot of these gigs down here, they have been selling their circles. So the city was holding a lottery for these circles, and some of the circles, the better circles, at peak times, on prime time nights and stuff like that, certainly the weekends, were being sold. So some of the lottery winners were winning multiple circles, and they were selling off the best ones to other folks. And so the city wanted to stop that. So now they have to essentially be there waiting no more than 30 minutes prior to the 2-hour window elapsing for the performer that currently occupies the circle. And so sometimes that's led to some disagreements and, some extreme disagreements. So that's unfortunate. It's something that they really need to clean up down here. Certainly that and the showgirls. And then the guys that stand there and don't do any performing. It's like it's just a waste, I think, where they're just standing there waiting for money to drop into their bucket, and then they'll do 20 minutes of not 20 minutes, 20 seconds of dancing, and then they'll stop and they'll go right back to just standing still, waiting for more money to be dropped into their bucket, which it just flies in the face of what they're trying to do down here, I think. So none of these people is employed by the city. They're not employed by the Fremont Street Experience. These are all independent contractors down here. Buskers, Buskers is the traditional name for street performers. They're out here hustling. Now, like this guy, Tony, he's really, really cool guy. And he's out here, you see him dancing. He's not asking for money up front. He's just doing his thing. And for me, personally, that deserves a tip. Because he's just out here working for a living and doing his thing. And not expecting anything in advance. And he's a really nice guy. You know, that's one of the things that's really, really cool about him. And certainly that label applies to the Sin City Horror Squad and Sin City Depths as well. Really, really nice people. If you see the Sin City Depths or the Horror Squad down here, feel free to go up to them and ask them how much they want for a picture, how much they want for a tip for a picture, just like you would the showgirls. Because the showgirls are not city employees. They're not down here for free. They're looking for money. But you know, you don't have to tip them, but it's always nice. You know, I would just go up to them and say how much you want for a picture, and work that out in advance. Because those are really, really cool pictures, I think. Certainly with the Sin City Depths, there's 5 different Johnny Depp characters from 5 different movies. So yeah, you definitely want to take advantage of that, because there's not many places on the planet where you can get Captain Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, Willy Wonka, etc., all in the same spot, Mad Hatter. And one of the other things that I like about this too is that Tony acknowledges you when you come and drop money in his bucket. He, you know, even though he's dancing and performing, working, he still, you know, takes a second to look up at you and thank you for giving him some money and dropping some money in there for his work. And that's really, really cool, I think. Something we should see a lot more of. So with some of the street performers, again, the ones that stand down here and don't do anything and just wait for money to be dropped into their buckets, that's they don't acknowledge anything. All they do is look in the bucket after you drop something in there, and if it's not enough, in their opinion, to start the performance, whatever the performance is, then they will just continue remaining still. Which again flies in the face of what I think the spirit of what they're trying to build down here is, but what do I know? See him moonwalking there. And a lot of the crowd, Tony really does attract quite a crowd down here, and a lot of them start to imitate him and stuff. But it's cool because he's really good at crowd engagement and getting folks involved, and you have to do that. Otherwise, folks would just keep walking by. Really, really cool guy here. If you like drone videos, check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE. Does some awesome sunrise and sunset drone videos, to include plane spotting and the elusive and mysterious Janet Airlines. If you're unfamiliar with Janet Airlines, feel free to do a quick Google search and prepare to be wowed and amazed. Also, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it really helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out there. And also check out our shop section. We have some awesome merch available for you. Maybe something for yourself or your significant other. So you take a look here at the canopy overhead. And that people watching spot there at the top of the escalator there at the D on the 2nd floor. You can see it there on the left. Really cool spot. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. We'll see you next time, folks.